Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to a very, very special episode of Joy Drive, because I'm reviewing my own goddamn car. This is a 99 Civic CXi, bottom of the range, windy window, Honda Civic. Now you're probably wondering, why on earth, Simon, did you get a bottom of the range Civic when you just had a top of the range VTEC? I'll give you one guess. It's yellow. I've always had a thing for yellow Hondas, so here we are in a bottom of the range yellow Honda Civic CXi. So here's how this is gonna go. We're gonna review the car, we're gonna take a look around, and then I'm gonna answer some of your questions which I posed to you on my Instagram page, which I will put on the screen just here. If you could give me a follow, that'd be much appreciated. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's talk this absolute weapon. In here we have Honda's primo, top of the range, bottom of the range, D16Y4. That is a there's no VTEC, nothing here. 88 kilowatts apparently, which is 118 horsepower if you're an idiot. Now this, as you can tell from the front bumper, which by the way the previous video is all about, this front bumper, is a facelift. Now facelift was from 99 to 2000, so it was a facelift for 1 year. Now this is a facelift EK. Now EKs were built from 96 to 2000, so the 1 year of that, this model was built, and in my opinion is a much nicer looking car. I have the addition of an EK9 front lip, and that, boys and girls, is pretty much the long and short of this situation. But wait, there's more. As you can see, I have the added bonus of some Tom's NAR wheels. Now these are 16x7 offset, 38, I believe. I honestly can't remember, I've had these for a bloody long time now. Genuine Japanese wheels in original condition, center caps, my pride and joy. Now what you would also see is a little bit lower. Whoopole, if you're watching, it's legal. I haven't touched it since I got my yellow sticker off, you sons of... now, that is controlled by some hard race coilovers. I also have some hard race front camber arms, hard race rear camber arms, and hard race rear lower control arms. Now that pretty much rounds out the mods. Inside I've got a seat, and that's kind of it, to be honest. Our EK9 cup holders. That's literally, I'm stretching for how many mods are on this car. I'm telling you, I have EK9 cup holders. Anyway, less blabbering, let's go let's go drive the goddamn thing. 287,000 kilometers of bottom of the range fury. That is my beloved Honda Civic. Now, I have done some work to the car. I have got a new rear bumper because the original bumper that came with it, someone had sticker flexed a rear lip and then ripped that lip off. Anyway, I sorted that. Obviously, as you've just seen in the previous video, sorted the front bumper. There is a new seat, new suspension, etc. From the first video you would have seen, there is a new sump on the car. Just basically just keeping it going, ticking along. Also a new windscreen because I did get a yellow sticker. There is also a video on that on the channel if you're interested. So in terms of this car, now I daily this, literally every day. I just beat the shit out of it. There's Woolies bags behind me. There's a Race Wars hat, a Bunnings hat. I made a wooden floor in the rear because the normal cardboard one had collapsed. But I just love this thing, man. Like this, it's, and yes, I still blip downshift because why wouldn't you? There is an exhaust on this. It's not the greatest thing in the world, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, I'd much prefer a stock exhaust on this thing, but it is on, and to be honest, I cannot be bothered to spend too much money on this thing, apart from tidying it up. Now as we turn the corner, steering is, as with any EK, bloody good. The gearbox is bloody not. It's just Hondas benefit from new bushes on shifters, shorter throws, etc. It's just something which Hondas need. In terms of the 88 kilowatts, you rev out to 7 grand, I think, which to be fair, is actually quite a lot. So, you know, that's not too bad. Handling wise, because of the Hard Race coilovers, shout out to Hard Race, bloody good company. It does handle particularly well. I did used to have Nankangs all round, the same setup that was on my EK4. Unfortunately, the front ones wore down, and to be honest, my pockets can't afford Nankangs anymore, and I don't think 88 kilowatts really justifies Nankangs anymore. So the front, whatever. So sound, handling, yeah, it does all right. Gearbox, I mean the gearbox is good, it's just the shifting's a little bit sloppy, isn't it? Oh man, but I mean, it gets me around. It has never once let me down, and to be fair, I probably don't service it near as enough as I should. I still service it, don't get me wrong, not enough and not as often as a Honda driver should. Right, now we got that out of the way, let's answer some of your goddamn questions, eh? G93 and evil_evo9 asked, will I K-swap this thing? No, to be honest, every day my life plan changes. As of right now, next year the plan is to get an FK8 Type R, second hand, and I'm going to try and buy the cheapest one in Australia and do a whole series on that. However, life is a bit weird right now, so I don't even know if that's going to happen. Either way, no K-swap in the near or distant future. Lockie Onig, I probably said that wrong, I'm sorry. BHP, all mods done, favourite and least favourite things about it, quirks and features. Brake horsepower, 113 I think I said, kilowatts 88, it's nothing is the answer to that question. All mods done, I've just listed, so go back and have a listen. Least favourite things, it's slow, it's so slow. And favourite things, it's yellow. Yeah, not gonna lie. JMac Media, sup buddy? How do you feel about people naming cars? Have you? To be honest, I don't really name my cars. However, the plate does say Iggy, so I'm pretty sure this car is now called Azaleas, just because it's freaking hot, eh? The Russian, BMW or Mercedes? Now, this is an interesting one because in terms of brand, I don't really have, apart from Honda, a favourite brand. Some BMWs are good, some Mercedes are good. Some BMWs are goddamn awful, some Mercedes are goddamn awful. To be honest, I'd probably go neither, and I'd probably go Audi. So, Dory Badger, hey England, Xbox or PS4? I've always had an Xbox, so Xbox for me, boyo. Alright, honourable mentions. The pod filter, will it fit in my Honda? I mean, it's a Honda, so will a Honda fit in a Honda? If it's a flatbed, maybe? Yes, is the answer, I believe. Rob Staniford. Sup? If you could have any 4x4 vehicle, what colour would your Suzuki X90 be? Mate, yellow. Come on. Either that or monster green. And a bunch of Torque Hub, another great WA-based YouTube channel. Just has a bunch of tongue twisters. All right, here we go. How many rods would a Honda rod chuck if a Honda rod could chuck rods? 4. All right, or does she sell bearing shells by the crank bore? I'm not really sure if that's a tongue twister, mate, but you do you. Then you said help me. Torque Hub, I'm gonna put you on the screen just here. Go send him some love, please. He clearly needs some help. On that note, back to the car park. And that brings us to the end of probably the most exciting, on your edge seat episode of Joy Drive you've ever seen in your entire life. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Man, I hope those motherfuckers click one of those goddamn links. Maybe the subscribe link, maybe one of the other videos that I've done, because I work so freaking hard. If they could just click on that, it'd be so damn good, you know? Just click. Oh man, if they're still here, they haven't clicked that goddamn link.